Yep.
Bit of outrage today around the Shane Warne funeral and how much it cost. $1.6 million. This was paid to the production company of Eddie Maguire, who put together everything that happened at the MCG and the global television product. Now, I'm going to say this. I have no problem with this number. Shane Warne was a global figure. There's no suggestion that Eddie Maguire or anyone in his company profited off this. Presumably putting on something like that at late notice would have cost a lot more than that number, and there would have been a lot of people doing favours along the way. I know that there can always be an argument about do we have too many state funerals, but Joe, I'm glad we know the number. We deserve to know the number, but I'm not entirely sure if the criticism of the number is really that fair when this was a figure that generations of people loved and generations of people who aren't here yet will learn about.
Yeah, to be honest, I think it's this sort of weighing up of dead people's worth in dollar values and saying, well, hang on, is Shane Warne really worth more than X number of dead policemen? I mean, I find that very macabre. Obviously, Shane Warne is someone who, it's like Princess Diana, for example. We say, well, why does she get a great big funeral when the lady who lived her life full of pure of heart next door just got a nice little service at the chapel and a pauper's grave? So obviously, someone like Warne, there's going to be a huge amount of interest in. People are going to want a spectacular. They're going to want to be able to watch it on television. They're going to want the full theatricality of it. Likewise, when you have such a sort of stomach-turning tragedy like the 4 dead police officers, people are going to want to have that global outpouring. A couple of really senior Indigenous figures as well commanded a huge amount of respect at their state funerals, and of course that costs money. I do not see what the problem is here at all.
Yeah, Bridget, what's the other alternative here? That because he wasn't a person of faith, we had to crowdfund his funeral? Come on.
Look, I'm a huge sport tragic like both of you, so, who's an iconic figure, not just here at home or in Victoria, but obviously around the globe. I think it comes as a backdrop, a lot of the concern against, obviously, the fact that Daniel Andrews is coming cap in hand to federal government with the budget blowouts in Victoria. It's about priorities. Could Cricket of Australia thrown some money in the tin for one of their legends of the game? I mean, they're genuine questions. I think the transparency that we know the number that taxpayers have had to pay, and those decisions about who gets a state funeral and who doesn't are always value-ridden, and those who make the decisions have to wear the judgment of that.
Yeah, no, agree completely. All right, thank you very much, guys. Look forward to seeing you all very soon.